Fall is the season that keeps us guessing. One day it's 78 degrees and sunny, and the next you're shivering in the shade, wishing you'd grabbed a coat. It's unpredictable, but it's also the season we look forward to the most because fall means layers, texture, color, and contrast. It's the most expressive time of the year for personal style, but it's also one of the hardest to dress for. We want that cozy fall aesthetic, the knit scarves, the trench coats, the boots, but real fall weather doesn't always cooperate. Early fall can feel like late summer, late fall can feel like a preview of winter. So, mastering layering isn't about buying more clothes, it's about thinking differently, shifting your mindset and learning a few simple principles that let you adapt, rewear, and restyle what you already own. So, in today's video, we're breaking down exactly how to layer for early fall and late fall. So, you stay comfortable, stylish, and true to your aesthetic from September through November. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Let's start with early fall, that beautiful, confusing stretch, usually falling between temperatures of 75 degrees and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Warm in the sun, cool in the shade, unpredictable at best. Here's how to approach it. You're not dressing for fall temperatures, you're dressing for fall transitions. That means building outfits with removable layers and breathable materials that look autumnal without overheating you. So, to break this down even further, I'm going to separate each section by temperature and explain what I would wear or what I would advise you to wear in these different temperature ranges. So, early fall, I would classify between 70 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the illusion of fall, when the calendar says autumn, but the weather still says iced coffee season. Lean into visual layering instead of functional layering. So think of texture over thickness. Here are my practical tips and tricks. Use sheer layers, a mesh long sleeve under a slip dress, a lightweight shirt under an open vest. Choose cropped light jackets, a cotton bomber, a linen blend blazer, or a thin cardigan you can tie around your shoulders to add visual interest and depth to your outfit. Swap sandals for loafers, ballet flats, or elevated leather flip flops. They read fall but keep you cool. And also, I would highly suggest getting any typical summer clothing in a darker color. So it can still be light, it can still be cotton, but if you have it in dark brown or black or gray, it reads more autumn while still being light and airy. An example outfit, a tank top layered under a crisp button up paired with relaxed jeans and a thin cropped jacket. Finish with loafers and a tote. Moving on to the next section, mid early fall. This is anywhere between 65 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Mornings are chilly, afternoons are warm. This is layering season in motion. Here are my practical tips and tricks. Opt for cotton trench coats, structured enough to feel seasonal but breathable. Layer thin knits over tank tops or t shirts. A half tuck or rolled sleeve keeps it relaxed. Start integrating fall tones: camel, burgundy, forest green, charcoal. Use accessories as functional layers. A really cool statement necklace, silk scarves, lightweight beanies, or even thicker socks peeking from loafers. Example outfit: a cotton trench with a striped tee with cropped denim and ankle boots. Add a silk scarf tied onto your bag handle or neck for a transitional accent. And last but not least, we have a late early fall, which I define as anywhere between 60 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The morning starts to bite and evenings get darker earlier. This is where light outerwear becomes essential. Here are some tips and tricks. introduced cropped leather jackets, light suede bombers, and thin wool cardigans. Start playing with tonal layering, camel over beige, gray over white, brown over cream. Use contrast layering for visual interest, like a light turtleneck under a shirt or vest. Example outfit: a fine knit turtleneck under a suede jacket paired with pleated trousers and loafers. Gold jewelry adds warmth and polish. And here's the final takeaway: early fall is all about illusion, creating the look of coziness without the heat. It's your chance to experiment with proportion, texture, and layering as an art form. Now we move into late fall, roughly when temperatures hover between 55 degrees Fahrenheit and 40 degrees Fahrenheit. This is when you start to feel the edge of winter: crisp mornings, real wind, and shorter days. Here's the trick: this is not winter yet. So instead of jumping straight into heavy coats and snow boots, this is your window for medium weight layering. Late fall basics. Think of it as a building bridge between style and comfort. You want to stay warm, but you also want to preserve the visual rhythm of fall dressing: textures, silhouette, and movement. In my opinion, the best late fall outerwear pieces are leather bombers that provide warmth, structure, and are timeless, suede or shearling trimmed jackets, cozy but refined, and medium weight wool coats, especially those with structure, not bulk. It's important to exercise balance and restraint, as it's definitely tempting to start wearing your winter puffers early, but try to resist that. Here's why: you'll burn out on your wardrobe by January. By pacing yourself, by saving your heaviest pieces for true winter, you keep your style fresh and inspired throughout the colder months. So instead, use late fall to showcase those pieces that are too heavy for early fall, but too light for midwinter. This is leather's moment. It's suede's moment. It's structured wool's moment. Here's an example outfit: a fitted leather jacket over a cashmere turtleneck with wide leg trousers and heeled boots. Add a silk scarf for warmth and movement. Another important key is texture and layer play. This is the season to play with depth. Visual layering using multiple materials and tones. Try pairing a ribbed turtleneck under a collared shirt, or a thin knit under a blazer under a trench, or a soft wool with structured leather for tension. Accessories start to matter more too. Think hats, gloves, and thicker scarves. Not yet survival mode, but definitely comfort driven. By the time temperatures drop below 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius, we officially cross into winter territory. This is when layering shifts from aesthetic to necessity. Scarves, gloves, hats, they stop becoming style choices and start being survival gear. But that distinction is important. Fall layering is about choice and creativity. Winter layering is about protection and practicality. Knowing the difference helps you enjoy both, so you can fully savor fall's style potential before hibernation mode begins. So, to master layering for fall, remember this: it's not about how many layers you wear, it's about how you layer with intention. Each fall is your playground. Experiment with texture, silhouette, and color while keeping things light and breathable. Late fall is your bridge. Build warmth and structure and texture without jumping into heavy winter gear too soon. And when winter comes, you'll be ready, not just physically, but creatively. Because by then, you've trained your eye to see layering as composition, not just comfort. Your wardrobe doesn't need to change completely every season. You just need to learn how to see it differently. So, next time the weather swings 20 degrees overnight, don't panic. Adapt. Because when you layer with purpose, you're not just dressing for the weather, you're dressing for the version of yourself that thrives in it. Let me know in the comments, are you an early fall minimalist or a late fall maximalist when it comes to layering? And if this video helped, please subscribe. We're building a space for people who love style that feels intentional, timeless, and alive. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around for the entire video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!